Hi, friends.
We are both wearing black.
I know. How does this always happen?
I have no idea.
We always either like coordinate or match.
People ask us, do you like call each other? Well, we do, but not about this.
No.
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 Never.
Never
For maybe like 1 week, one time we did, and then
Yes.
that was about it.
It was crazy because our old boss would make the anchors talk to each other every night to make sure that they weren't wearing the same color because that really annoyed her.
Yeah, I think for that little week when we did communicate about it, you were always choosing your outfits before me anyway. So it's like, okay, well, she has on purple,
Well,
so
yeah.
I'm going to put on this, whatever.
And I never thought of it as annoying. Like when I worked in the morning show, it would be crazy because we'd be texting each other at 2 a.m. like purple or maroon, or you should see our text message thread. It was just like what color, and then we'd have to change it just so
That's crazy. I don't mind if we're in the same color at all.
I mean, it just happens.
Because think about, you know, if we brought Anthony on, he's in a black suit and a black and white tie. But I guess because he's a guy, it doesn't, like,
I don't know.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Whatever.
That's silly.
Yes, it is silly.
But what's not silly, what's just absolutely amazing is the U.S. Women's Gymnastics team. Yay!
Yes.
They are on their redemption tour. They won gold. They won gold. They have a gold medal. There they are. This comes after scoring silver in the Tokyo Games. So Simone Biles and Jordan Childs competed in all 4 events. Sunny Lee did bars, beam, and floor, and Jade Carey competed on vault. Olympic newcomer Hazley Rivera didn't compete but still earned the medal. So this is so exciting because I feel like I'm most invested in team gymnastics.
Yes.
I feel like the whole United States is. They're so just amazing to watch. Their skills are just incredible. I've never seen people flip so high and do so many twists and turns. It's just unbelievable. So in total so far for the duration of the Paris Olympics, the United States has a total of 25 medals, 4 gold medals, 10 silver medals, and 11 bronze. And that's across all sports. That is in total for Team USA. So we're just so excited for gymnastics, the women's gymnastics team. Like, what a comeback. They looked so strong, battled through some injuries and everything. Yes. Simone had hurt her calf. So this just is pure greatness.
And it's great because it just shows everyone coming together for their nation. And we're all cheering for Team USA.
So awesome. We showed Beyonce doing the introductions to some of the Olympic stuff last night. That was really cool. But for some reason, and I'm probably biased, don't come at me, I don't mean this as a shade to any other sports, but I think that gymnastics is one of the sports that probably involves the most training. Like the utmost training, like the most hours spent practicing, conditioning, and nailing their skills.
I have no idea about
just
any of that. Yeah, but I do know that it does require a lot of skill, discipline, and really all the things that every category would require.
Yes. They all require dedication and a huge amount of time. Because I mean, even golf, like golf is starting, and it's like, I know from as a golfer's perspective, it does take hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of practice. So,
but see, I think golf, I think in gymnastics, you might have, I don't even know how to say this, but you see the prep that needs to be done. I think in golf.
I think that's why I have so much respect for the gymnasts, because I'm like, you physically see, like, man, that had to take
a long time. And that, you know.
When somebody's flying through the air, it just puts a whole different meaning on it, you know?
No.
All the sports are challenging and take so much time and effort. Gymnastics just is fascinating.
I
mean, I could barely now do a freaking cartwheel. You know, just imagine like
you
flipping through the air.
Me just doing the and my back not popping.
Every so often I do stand up and I do the back bend and stuff.
Oh,
I used to practice yoga a lot. So I would do some of those handstands, back bends.
Can you do a handstand?
Yeah, I could still do a handstand. But when I'm practicing yoga, I was getting so, you know, more comfortable with it. I would definitely stretch. I wouldn't just try to do it cold turkey.
Right.
But I mean, I used to be able to do like all kinds of round off back handsprings and stuff.
Wow, I've always wanted to know how to do like a back handspring.
That's why I tell you, like, make them teach your daughter right now, because she has no fear in her.
Right.
And it's so much easier to learn as a kid than once you're growing taller off the floor and your mind's developing. So you start realizing oh, I could hurt myself doing this.
Yes.
So get her to do it now, because she's fearless, closer to the ground.
Yes.
Lighter, and then it just will become part of her.
Yes. I learned how to do the splits in high school when I was in drill team.
Yeah.
So but I've kept up with it, like even after like all these years.
You're pretty flexible. Like without, like I feel like some people have more tense muscles. You're pretty flexible.
Thanks, girl. Thanks
for not like really working at it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I try to, with yoga.
Yeah.
And just different stretching before and after my exercises to remain as flexible as I can. But I have my daughter in tumbling right now, so she gives me advice. I was like, should I put her in this? Should I put her in that? But so I have her in tumbling, and she really likes it. And I would really encourage all of you, if you're parents, to put your child in some sort of sport. I know that Simone Biles, who we all know is just a phenomenal gymnast and Olympic gold medalist, also a Houstonian, she was saying how she actually never knew what gymnastics was when she was little, and she actually went to a camp or something, and that's how she found
her
that.
Story is
so remarkable. Amazing. If you don't know her story, she was in foster care, and she would go hungry some days, and she talks about all that.
Got separated from her sisters,
and then her grandmother.
Yeah, so finally, because there's a process that has to happen. Finally, Grandma and Grandpa got her. This is all in the Netflix documentary or the Call Her Daddy podcast where Simone talked about all this.
It's phenomenal because it's looking at the bigger picture. I know right now we're zoned in on the gold medals and everything.
Yeah, and it's like one of those things, like when Simone's talking about it, she just seems so grateful for her parents that adopted her, but they're her parents.
Yes.
And it's like, man, what a chaotic situation, and how mentally challenging that could have been for her. And then, but now that she is where she is, to look back and be like, I wouldn't be here if I didn't go through all that, is very inspiring for anybody to listen to, because I mean, who would have thought, like when she's in that moment, like scared and like separated from her family members, that she'd be this huge Olympian. Like, oh, that's amazing.
I think it's also going to be great when we see her, if she wants kids, and how what kind of an amazing parent she's going to be.
She has the right husband, because man, those two together, an NFL player and a gymnast, stop it. That's
right
just
now.
Breeding athletes.
Watch their kids be like, I just am not interested in anything.
That is
like
just
that.
breeding athletes. No, I'm telling you, like, I think that is just a recipe. I mean,
what if your kids are like, I'm not into golf?
Well, I would rather them be happy and enthusiastic about something than like miserable and not in anything.
Yes, yeah.
So as long as like they're, it might be musical theater, that's fine.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking about the bigger picture, and that's definitely what we saw when it comes to one of the medalists for Team USA. It was this moment in Olympics that really helped put perspective into the backstroke legend Ryan Murphy. So he didn't win gold, he won bronze in the 100-meter back. Third Olympic medal in that event. Might have been a little disappointed, but look at his Instagram. I took this from his Instagram. You can't see it, but it was his wife in the stands who's pregnant.
Oh my God.
And she held up a sign saying, Ryan, it's a girl.
Oh.
Yes.
He didn't know?
No.
No way.
Yes.
That's amazing.
What a gender reveal, right?
Whoa. How could you keep it from your husband, though? That is insane. Maybe she found out while he was at the Olympics.
Maybe. But what a great,
Could you have kept that from Daniel?
I did keep it from Daniel. Yeah, I did.
What?
I actually had a gender, yes. That's a whole nother episode. But, yeah, because you want to do it in a certain way, right? Like, and so.
So you thought, okay, I know what I am going to have, but I still want it to be a surprise for Daniel.
Yes.
Like, but you did tell him before the babies came.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah, okay,
yeah. Yes. Oh no, not like that.
Oh my God.
Not that long.
Because I feel like if I was married, let's say to my boyfriend now, I feel like I'd have to tell him like immediately. Like, I don't think I could keep it in.
Yeah, it's like it was really hard. I mean, I didn't keep it in for a long time period.
But like, how long?
I know. It was oh
my gosh.
Well,
how did you find out? Did you just
at the
you
doctor's
were just
office.
Told in the doctor's office?
Yes.
Daniel wasn't there?
No, he wasn't. And then he wanted to be surprised in a way, and so I put this whole like scavenger hunt thing together. And I did it with Ryan, so this was for Liana.
Oh,
when
wow.
Ryan was born, he was there on every ultrasound, so he found out we found out together. But it was hard keeping it from my mom because you want to tell the family together, and that was the hard part.
Oh my goodness.
first of all, the announcement of you being pregnant, that's one. And then the gender is the second. I don't know how people keep it from themselves.
Oh, I know.
And want to find out at birth.
Yeah, I mean, I would
be like,
my one girlfriend, really close friend, actually I'm going to see her this weekend. She's pregnant and she's going to keep it a surprise again. So, and I was like, Emily, you're stressing me out. Like, I want to know so bad.
Yes.
So then I was like, well, what if it's a girl? Like, you can't be bringing her home from the hospital not looking cute. And Emily's like, oh, don't worry. Like, my family will be out getting all the cute stuff. I'm like, okay. Like,
yeah, no, it's I know. I think I remember because you were trying to get like the colored yellow and you know, whatever. But yeah. So like, congratulations to him. But a gender reveal like that, because can you imagine if you won the gold and then you see that, awesome. If you win the bronze, whatever, you still see that, it's awesome.
If you don't win and you see that, it's like, you know what? There's a bigger purpose to life because as you get older, you realize that what's most important is family. So it's like that puts a lot into perspective. And
definitely.
You know what? I think it's pretty cool to say like, hey, my dad was an Olympic athlete and won, you know, a silver medal or whatever.
When I found out that I was a girl,
and
so did the rest of the world.
That's so cool. I love that.
Love it. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, so you've got to have an opinion on this. Check it out. Instagram now letting users create this new version of themselves. If already on Instagram it wasn't like obviously a highlight reel of your life, right? So parent company Meta announcing AI studios for creators to set up artificial intelligence profiles on their accounts. This virtual version of users will be able to chat with others and respond to comments on a user's account. This AI profile can be customized. It's all based on the user's content. And Meta says that these new profiles will include a label that shows it is AI generated.
Wow.
This is dumb.
Wow.
Here's why I say that. Because this is just going to add to more safety alerts and
you know
just
how many,
make it worse. And already, what you see on social media, specifically Instagram,
specifically Instagram,
specifically Instagram, is not real life, y'all. I mean, if you were to even look at my Instagram currently, you would think that I'm going on a vacation all the time. I'm just happy all the time. And, you know, everything's all, which is great, but that's not necessarily the case. I don't know if I'm feeling this choker.
I like it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just,
I like
anyway.
it.
So even if you were to look at yours, it's not, it's 1% of your actual life.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So,
because I go on stretches where all people think that I do is work. They're like, oh, all you ever post about is work. And then I go on stretches where it's like, oh, you're on so many trips and you're having so much fun and you're always golfing. And then it goes back to like, oh, all you ever do is work. Like, but none of that is really, I mean, yeah, we do work a lot for sure, but like, I'm not working 7 days a week,
like that. No,
100 days
yes.
straight. Like I have a weekend.
Yes. And
in a life. But sometimes on Instagram, like people just think it's like one way.
Right.
Where if you don't post certain people, they think like you're not dating anymore or you're not friends anymore.
Right.
It's so bizarre.
Right. Well, I don't post a lot with family that much. And
because we have big accounts and maybe they don't want to be on,
well,
I always feel like I need to like put them on display.
Right.
Because they didn't choose to have a big audience,
Well, yes. And, it doesn't make me less relatable because some people have been like, you don't put your kids on so much. Like, what are your kids doing? Or what are you, there's also a reason for that. It's for their own safety. And there are creepy people out there. And I say that because this will only make people creepier.
No, totally. And right now, currently, I've been getting text messages and DMs on all accounts, even emails to my station email, that there is a fake account going around following a lot of people, trying to talk to people, and people are like, you need to report this. I'm like, I have reported it like 7 times and it's still not taken down. So people are already out there trying to pretend me, and now we can do like AI versions of ourselves, or who knows who.
Right. It's just a lot. And she has tons more followers, and so I can't imagine how many people have tried to mimic your account, but I've had.
No, normally the problem is just,
there've been, I would say, several people who have tried to mimic my account.
I mean, no, that is a problem, but just like the amount of like eyes on you, everybody has an opinion.
Yeah, they definitely do, which is why when we had talked about the YouTube and streaming during newscasts, that's why that gives me anxiety, dealing with anxiety anyway. It's like, oh my gosh, and then people are commenting, and not that you care about what people are saying, but it still affects you. You're human. You're not a robot. So
yeah.
Those
live streams are tough.
Those live streams are tough. But AI, man.
AI.
Even in like, thank goodness we have our significant others, right? Like, because otherwise, how would you be like, if someone DMs you, it's like, who are you?
Well, how about just at my birthday party, me and my friend Ashley took a really cute picture together, and there was a couple in the background that was like kissing. We're like, no, she used AI to remove the couple. It looks perfect. Yeah. I'm like, how did you do this?
Really?
Yeah, she used an AI app to remove the couple in the background. You can't even tell. Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. I saw this thing where this Gen Zer was doing a Zoom interview and had this AI app open and was looking directly at the camera like this, okay? Answering or like listening to the person asking the question. And the AI app was listening and then wrote the response.
No.
And they were saying, well, it's this, and I feel that this and this and this and blah, 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 right there. Yes.
Well, now, too, I know a lot of, like, for online classes, like for lectures that are happening online, or like Zoom meetings, college students have an AI bot that just records and transcribes the entire meeting in detail. Like, it doesn't miss a beat.
I remember holding my hand while writing notes. I'm a lot older than you, but like, how would you write notes, like in junior high?
Like in a notebook with a pen.
Yes, okay, yes, that's what we did too.
Yeah.
On the projector, but now you just get email copies of it, but now you
there's some different softwares like AI, and they literally have it transcribed. So basically, like, if it's a huge university and they're not doing attendance, they can just set their AI bot to record the whole lecture and then just like read the AI notes, and it's pretty detailed. And then
we didn't have laptops in college when I was in college. Like, we didn't bring the laptop.
Well, you had desktops.
No, but like you were sitting there listening with the notes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we had laptops at our homes or whatever, but nobody. It wasn't a.
We were allowed to take notes on our computer or like, I don't know, I hated always like taking notes. So I would always take notes, and then I would just be besties with whoever was like the smartest person in the class if I needed to compare notes, and then just like,
yeah, but you were taking like, I was actually looking at the professor and like versus just on the computer the whole time. I don't even know doing what. But yeah. Oh, I will just tell you one crazy thing, and I can't get in trouble for this because it's been a long time. But people think my sister and I look alike, and we both went to TCU, and so there were a few times that we just switched.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Really? No way.
So like I would straighten her hair, and then she would go to a class for me, or like I would.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Was that big classes though?
No.
No?
No. I mean, it was like 40 people.
Wow.
Which was a pretty big class. I guess you would say.
Yeah, the most I ever had, I think, was 29 people in a class. So yeah, I mean, that
was 40. Yeah, bigger. Meaning like you couldn't really tell. I mean, she just, you know, if you just glance at us, I guess we kind of like do look a lot alike. But
my God.
Yeah, so she would, and she was like smarter in some classes. So, anyways, but we turned out great. So
that's amazing.
And we can't get in trouble.
Wow, I wonder if my twin friends ever did that.
Oh, I'm sure.
They look so much alike.
Yes.
Yeah.
They do. I don't know why they would not do that.
Oh my gosh.
It's just being efficient.
How crazy.
We'll be right back. All right.
We're talking about.
Do you want to read this?
You can.
Okay. No money, no problem. Well, this new Wallet Hub survey says a quarter of Americans are getting into debt and willing to do so to make sure they have their travel plans in place. 20% said they would rather skip a credit card payment and keep the money for a vacation. One expert believes that travel began being viewed as more of a priority during the 2000s and spiked during the pandemic. Forbes, they came out with this bucket list of travel destinations because I want to know, where do people want to go?
Right.
Number one, the Maldives. I get it.
Yep,
I want to go. Yes. And these places are expensive. It all adds up. So I get why you'd be in debt. getting splashed at Niagara Falls. Have you been to Niagara Falls?
So many times.
Yes.
Yeah, because we could drive there as a kid.
Oh,
so.
right. I went once, and I remember it was really, really cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
See the Mona Lisa in Paris. Have you done that?
Doing that in September.
Okay. And this is on my bucket list, y'all. See the Taj Mahal in India.
Yes.
Have you heard about the Taj Mahal story? That could be a whole nother episode. Do you know?
You told me a little.
Yes. Okay. Well, it's basically this Shah Jahan, who is the person who was the architect behind the Taj Mahal. He built it for the love of his wife, and his wife had 14 kids. She died at the 14th during childbirth. And he created this Taj Mahal, and all of the workers, he cut their hands off so that they weren't able to tell people how to recreate it.
Oh my God.
And their tombs are in the Taj Mahal.
That is horrid. That's insane.
Horrid. And
wow.
You know what? I don't know if Walt Disney's tomb is underneath the castle.
I know. Conspiracy or
that's
like, what is it?
I don't know.
It's so crazy.
I would love to know, though.
I would love to go to all of these places. I have a dream trip section saved in my Instagram, and the Maldives is a repeat offender on there. I'm like, oh yes, the Maldives.
Yes. Might as well go to Taj Mahal. That's like right up there.
Yes,
India.
but if you're looking to save money, there's always websites or creators that can show you, like, hey, if you can't go all the way to the Maldives, go to this island that's much closer. Maybe it's in Mexico, maybe it's the Bahamas, maybe it's like off the coast of Florida that can give you that same sort of feel, just not all the way
over there.
I think, is the Maldives by South Africa? I mean,
no, India. That's what I said. You could do. That's what
it's in the Indian Ocean.
Yes, Indian Ocean.
That's right.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
so that's a long flight, probably very expensive. So like you can find.
Might as well
dupes.
dupe vacation.
Dupe vacation.
I'm on a dupe vacation to what is that?
Well, if you're looking. I don't know, but if you're like looking for that overwater villa with clear water, like I guarantee you, like there's other places that might be more affordable, even some that are all inclusives, which, you know, people say different things about all inclusives, but it could be a good bang for your buck.
Oh, for sure.
I've never done one. I want to.
Yes, I'm trying to think of the place that my friend Reka is there, right? Turks and Caicos.
Oh yeah, yes, that could be a good Maldives dupe, sort of.
That is such a dupe.
Yes, it'd be a cheaper flight. It's closer.
Let's not
and
call
it's
it a dupe vacation, but yeah, no, it would still be very expensive. St. Bart, that is also amazing.
Yeah. Oh man, Turks and Caicos sounds so nice.
Yes.
Mexico was so hot when I was there.
You were telling me, right?
It was so hot. So you got to think about what time of year you want to go.
Right.
July might not be it, but if it is, it's fine.
Yes.
You can always cool down in the water.
Yes, exactly. But definitely, we all have our bucket list items, and if you're willing to go in debt, well, I don't know if that's smart, but I mean, we're saving up.
Oh, I've been saving all year for my trip.
I'm saving up for a trip. I'm just hoping it works out, but we'll see.
Well, friends, thanks so much for joining us for another episode of Caroline and Rashi.
We'll see you next time, friends.
Bye.